the NoFap Flatline lasts between 10 to 70 days. Yeah, those of you who follow me over on X have probably seen me tweet that tweet a few times. So is this really true? Well, yeah, sort of. Or let's say it used to be true. And I'll tell you what I mean by that in a second. But before I do, let me just say, as you can see, that range right there is a pretty big range. And this is because everyone is just so different with this. So this used to be a very rough average span. But as you can imagine, there are a lot of people who fall outside of this range as well. For some, it just takes a lot longer. And so speaking of that, it seems to me that this average range has maybe shifted a bit over the last few years, and that the 10 to 70 can no longer really be the standard time frame. Yes, from everything I have seen after having been 13 years in the porn addiction community now, I would almost like to say that this range would perhaps need to be updated to something like 20 to 80 days, because it seems like the flatline has become a bit longer nowadays. So why is this? Well, I suspect it's because we are now starting to see the real results of having a society where kids grow up with a smartphone in their hands. And as everyone understands, that also means that a lot of kids start finding adult-related content a lot earlier in life than normal. Now, not everyone, of course, but still plenty enough for us to see how it seems to take people a bit longer to reboot nowadays. And this just has to be because the younger a person is when he starts, it gets deeper ingrained there. But everyone, and I really do mean this, everyone can of course still recover just fine with rebooting, just like in the old days. Rebooting will still reverse the addiction-related brain changes. Let's take a look at a couple of comments from people who have experienced the no PMO rebooting flatline. Here's guy number 1. Quote, I have flatlined for 52 days and I have very little to no urges and sex drive. I will fight through it and finally get out of it. Also, something that I would like to add is that due to an injury, I can't work out. So I have understood that because of that, my flatline is much worse. Unquote. Yes, this might really be the case, that physical exercise can help speed things up. And so if you can't do it, it might perhaps take you a bit longer and feel worse for you. So please stay strong and I hope you can get back to your workouts real soon. Guy number 2 says, flatline at 230 days in, no relapse, and I am now on day 268, unquote. Oh, that's a long one. What is that, like 8 months or something like that? Oh, I hope you get out of it soon, my man. Stay strong and try to stay positive. Yeah, as I said in the beginning, there will be plenty of guys who fall outside of this time frame due to having different lives, but most of all, different brains. Guy number 3. My sex drive came back to me when I was around day 60 or something. That's the time where I also had the most wet dreams and stuff, unquote. Yeah, that's interesting. And I heard similar things before, that when the flatline is about to end, some people get more wet dreams. Yeah, so good stuff. A pretty typical length for guy number 3 there. Guy number 4 says, quote, after having tried so many times, failure after failure, I usually get a flatline lasting between 2 to 3 weeks. It lasts for various periods of time. The first reboot flatline lasted 2 weeks. Then on another streak, it lasted 6 weeks. I have done many streaks, but for me, I feel the flatline is always somewhere between 3 to 6 weeks, unquote. Yeah, so he makes a good point. The flatline can vary a bit between your own streaks. And one reason for this is because, yeah, well, this is a testament to the fact that you are not always put back to day 1 after a relapse or a slip. You see, your brain doesn't really care about the days like we do, or the number of days what they show on your counter. No, your brain just takes its own time, taking the time it needs to heal. And what you guys need to do during that time is to just trust the process. It can feel scary, I know, but I promise you it will be alright. And if you guys keep relapsing so much that you never really get to the other side of the flatline, you might want to check out my 4-step pawn crushing system by using the link below. And oh hey guys, take a look at the video you see on the screen right here if you're new to this and if you're unsure of what to avoid during a reboot. Just click on it right now and you'll see what you absolutely must not do.